online TV. You're on to sex, sexuality, and your health, where we'll be discussing why sex is such a difficult issue to talk about and when is the right time to discuss sex with your children. I have here with me a renowned journalist who is versed on sexuality matters. Taiwo, you're welcome.
Good afternoon, how are you?
Very fine, thank you. So why is sex a difficult issue to talk about?
Well, thank you, Dewey. It's such a funny thing because we live sex, we eat sex, we drink sex, we watch sex, everything we do is sex. But it's so difficult to talk about sex because probably the way we were acculturized or our environment, mostly everybody were brought up to see sex as a hush-hush thing or behind the door thing. That is why a lot of people find it difficult to talk about sex. Meanwhile, sexuality communication, or let me say communication in everything that we do, is very necessary and essential because if you don't train your children about sex, if you don't talk to your partner about sex, if you don't communicate your sexual need, you won't know what to do or what your partner needs and you remain ignorant. It is essential that we talk about sex, but not in the wrong way where people do it now, in the music, in the fashion show, in the things that we promote on TV. Sex communication and talking about sex is very essential, and I think there is need for us to begin to reorientate and kind of change our side, the way we talk about things and the way we handle things, and I think it will be better.
Okay, so when is the right place or the right time to talk about sex?
You can talk about sex every time, anytime, anywhere. For instance, for a couple, a lot of people don't even know how to tell your partner, I love you, how to tell your partner, I want sex, or how to even initiate sex. For instance, let me tell you something, sex or sexual matter or sexual communication can start as early as possible in the morning. Paying little compliment, touching a little part of your partner's body, or even a little body communication talks about sex. You don't have to say it. It doesn't have to say, okay, I want to have sex with you. But your body language, your body communication, the things you do, the things you project, talks about sex. When you talk about sex, you don't have to say, okay, this is sex, the simple word, but your action, the way you comport yourself, the way you compliment, the way you say things to your partner, a text message, a message on BBM or something, you communicate sex. That is the way to do it. You don't have to say sex, I want to have sex with you or something like that. Communication, that is the word.
Okay, now talking about children, because in recent times it seems the age grade has really dropped. When is the right time to discuss sex with your children?
To me, Taiwo, the moment your child begins to learn your language, you should start to talk to your child about sex. As parents, we make a lot of mistakes. Like I said earlier, it is about the way we were brought up and our environment. For instance, people can't even talk about biological features with your children without changing the names of stuff and all the stuff. If you want to talk to your child about his or her organ, let her know the name. Let him know the name. And when the child is old enough or grown up enough to ask questions, be straightforward, truthful, and let the child be able to trust you. Mommy, what is this? Or I've just seen this. Tell the child exactly what it is, so that when issues happen out and say, no, mommy says this, don't do this, don't do. You can talk to your child about sex anytime, as soon as they can understand what is going on, and as soon as they know they can ask questions. First start with the physiological part of the body. This is this, this is this. And when they ask questions, don't be too forward, don't reduce it, don't exclude, don't include. For instance, mommy, what happened to your stomach? Why is your stomach big? I have a baby in there. How did the baby get in there? Daddy put the baby in there through something, through what is in between my legs. What is there? As a woman, is a vagina. Daddy has an organ called the penis. You don't have to tell them, don't let them think, okay, the penis is PP, the vagina is something big. It is wrong. Because before you know, they know more than you think they do. And your child should be able to trust you, especially on sex issues and sexuality matters. Thank you.
Right. But some others are of the opinion that teaching children or sex education for young children can actually give them this, make them anxious to know more about it. What is your take on that?
Do you know what, like I said earlier, it's about communication, it's about trust. And it's about the way we were brought up. That these things are behind the door thing. No. Because our children learn more than we think they do. And the best place for a child to learn anything is the home. When a child is able to learn from you and he or your daughter or your son is is able to trust you on issues. They learn from you, they watch what you do, they see what you do, and they know that mommy likes this, mommy doesn't like this, I trust mommy on this. This is the best way out.
And thank you once again, viewers. Until we meet again on sex, sexuality, and your health on Tribune Online TV, I'm doing